I just want to set it straight though. I didn't harass nobody. No.
Sure. Yeah, right. I got bruises that tell otherwise.
I was just trying to make poetry. Okay, so I have to apologize a little bit because I'm getting over a cold. So I might be coughing and maybe hacking up a lung while I'm up here. But it's all for the love of art and solidarity, okay? So, alright, so the first piece I'm going to do is why I fight. I fight so I have the right to be who I have to be. A masculine, feminine, genderqueer, queer man of African descent, who's a follower of Christ as well as a separatist. I fight because every 10 days I renew my manhood with a 22.5-inch gauge for my mind and body to truly engage with one another. Because I live in a country that tells me I'm free, but I need someone with a PhD to give me permission to transform my own life. I fight because I live in a melting pot society that tells me I should be colorblind, but I refuse to be blinded by the rhetoric that chooses to melt my mind, causing confusion. So I fight so I have clarity. I fight because people criticize our president for listening to politically conscious rap and neo-soul, but maybe if Bush was introduced to Common, he may have gained some sense before he lost himself to occupy another government. I fight because I don't want to dream but be a visionary, because the difference between me and Martin Luther King is that to dream you need to be asleep. And I refuse to close my eyes and shut off my mind, losing the vision of the enemy coming after me and learning my own defeat. So I fight for you and me. I fight because I'm tired of dining at the tables of deceit, politicians going out their way to confuse us, forcing us to live in some strange fantasy where brown people wear border patrol uniforms and black men deny their African identity. I fight because I want this nation to have a rude awakening, because the enemy does not look like you and me. I fight because I want to break down these walls of Jericho and let justice free, so I fight. I fight because one day I want to raise children in a state that won't criminalize their identities, and the school and prison pipeline will no longer flow with the face of our ancestry. I fight because I see history rewriting itself right before my eyes, watching these youth battling intellectual war within their minds, leaving high school with a diploma at their feet, as we bow our heads and say rest in peace after the studies. I fight because we have a don't ask because we won't tell policy, living in the form of accidents only, leaving 1,130 of our youth surviving with HIV. So I fight, and I fight, and I fight, because if I don't, who's going to fight for me? So the next piece I'm going to do is called His Glory. Every time I turn on the TV, I see people attacking my identity, telling me I'm nothing but a heathen or deviant, criminalizing my family for not being white, straight, and with 2.5 children. I see teachers who were once my teachers seeking warfare on me, leaving me with battle scars of my own making, mimicking the spiritual pains I fight within me. I see a movement that doesn't represent who I strive to be, leaving me in the streets to fend on my own, creating so much rage within my psyche. But then I remind myself that like Moses, God called me by name, and His glory beams down, shining blessings on my face. And as you carry your shield of hate, I'll be a soldier of His army, smiting you with my blade of love and prosperity, killing you with so much kindness that your blood will spill out, crying out for forgiveness. And because I follow Christ's last commandment, to love you as I would love Him, I will take off my shirt and cover your wounds with humility, and show you the love you tried to beat out of me. And as you ask why, I will carry you to safety and say, because I represent His glory. So this next piece is a collaboration. I'd like to ask Mr. Joe, the therapist and team, to come. So Joe is also sick. This is gonna be fun. Yeah. Wait, we've never performed this ever. So please be gentle. We're sensitive about our shit. Okay.
You should copyright that.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yesterday I woke from the sobering dream Images of my brother's Holy Land prayer silencing the screams.
And Mother Moon shining down between the depths of dark night.
The rising sun giving birth to a father's will to fight.
The ocean rising to rhythmic tides.
Waves crashing down on a poor man's plight.
My brother on his knees on the sandy beach.
Blinded by misconceptions of spirituality and what Allah truly means.
And chains of old and chains of blood running oh so deep.
Forced out of your homeland in order to be free.
Souls know no color, black or white, yellow, red. No gender, pink and blue, nor purple hue.
Trying to understand what God will condemn thee. Showering bombs instead of the love we've conceived.
Instead my heart beats blood red to blue. Like his, oh universe, I want to shy away.
Because the blood that runs through your veins pumps the same as mine. A beautiful reality they want us to deny.
Yet my gender-bending soul cannot stray.
And it doesn't matter if you call him Elohim and I El Shaddai, because the enemy's hate will not separate these two spirits once we're in his gates.
Oppressors surround him from right to left. In my hand a sort of justice manifest.
And instead of holy war, we will create holy love, which is a true gift given by our mothers from above.
Like a warrior of the light, I run into the depths.
And like a phoenix, you will rise up from the ashes.
With the shield of love and compassion's fist.
Spreading your wings of victory over the masses.
I stab and run until the chains become undone.
Blinding the enemy because you are the rising sun.
And they come, they sprint, they chase, spewing words like hateful venom in my face.
And no matter what lie they try, I will remain a soldier by your side, showing them I have nothing to hide.
His hand in mine, a blending merger, too strong to top, too strong to believe this hate.
Because the universe couldn't have created a stronger faith.
No more running, no more cause to hate.
Because I'm willing to die in order for my brother's freedom to survive.
Too many times I have stood by,
watching them conquer because of our divide.
But with spirit by our side, we will reclaim our bodies and our rights.
Because society cannot construct our ancestral light that shines down on gender-blended queens and kings, breaking every chain you try to pass off as how we're supposed to be.
Our spirituality and our songs of pride.
The conquering lion will never turn a deaf ear or a blind eye as long as our people continue to fight to survive.
With each thrust of love's sword in their sides, my brother and I, hands clasped tight, honor their memories, echo their cries.
Because we will no longer rest in peace, but in power.
The gender blenders and queers who have died are native people whose blood has since run dry.
And now you will realize that when you knock one of us down, several of us will multiply.
And suddenly, I am stirred awake as the dream fades.
As our hearts beats to the fallen footsteps of our sisters and brothers who came before you and me.
Holding to me, like my ancestors' memories, I take this into my life, my work, and each and every day.
Reminding myself that this life is not one to waste, because not everyone is blessed to see another day.
We will never forget, we will never stray.
Because the love we give as a community is greater than any of their hate.
Never again will my brothers and sisters be divided. Instead, we will rise and stand together, united. Thank you.
Can everyone hear me? Alright, so this is going to be my last piece, and it's called The ABCs of a Revolutionary. And it's the only piece that I know by heart, so that's how I'm going to end on it. Ancestral blackness combating discrimination, depression, destruction, engaging in fierce fighting of genocidal, hateful, ideological juxtaposition to the American KKK, can dream to pursue life, liberty, and the right to not be maliciously stripped mentally. Naturally navigating through oppression and prejudice that quietly restrict, introducing us to new forms of slavery through SB 1070, teaching us through the trials and tribulations understood by those who came before thee, verbally whitewashing our history through erasing our identity, our agency, our languages, our names. So I replaced the name you gave me with an X, representing me and our people through solidarity. Because when you come after me, because when you come after them, you come after me. And we will fight back until you cower like that lion down that yellow brick road. And the last letter you will see is a Z, which stands for Zion. And we are David. And we will conquer thee, creating our histories from A to Z. Thank you.